Please don't make me think of it like you can't with the deep end. You talk to me dirty, I'm talking back like a replay.
Business is hard. You should be prepared that you can lose everything financially, emotionally, and even lose friends. Do not know anyone who had it like really easy, that thing just fell from the sky for them.
Hi friends and welcome to D-Bond podcast. Today we have a very special guest, the co-founder of CFN Couture Fashion Night, as well as the Zurich influencers community. And I would like to thank you so much for coming here, joining us and sharing your story. I can't wait to learn more about you.
Since we have world-renowned events, things like art, cars, and innovation.
Thank you so much for coming here today. And me and, of course, all our viewers would love to hear your story. How long are you in Switzerland? What brought you here?
Thank you, Diana, for the invitation. I'm really honored to be here at your podcast. So I am originally from India. I moved to Switzerland about 15 years ago for work. I was working in research before and then moved to sales. And I really like this country. It's a very beautiful country and a very nice work-life balance.
How did you end up in Switzerland? Why did you choose Switzerland actually?
That was kind of by chance. I mean, I was not really looking forward to moving to Switzerland. I was studying in Germany, and then I was just applying for jobs all over Europe, and somehow the one from Switzerland worked. So it was really by chance. Not I did not plan it, but it was a good thing that happened, I think.
And where are you from originally, actually?
I'm from India. I'm born and raised there. Then I moved to Germany for my studies, and after that I moved to Switzerland.
I've been to India.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I've been to Mumbai and New
Cool.
Delhi and Goa. And I've
Nice.
been to, in New Delhi, I went to Indian wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, they are very long.
so long. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they celebrate for 1 week, but
Yeah.
I just joined for 3 days because, sorry, like 1 week is too much
That's true.
of celebration, but it was very interesting. So, of course, I would love to hear so much more about the fashion show. I actually visited myself and I was really amazed. I took my mom with me and we really enjoyed the show. It was very special. I love the location. It was actually my first fashion show I visited in my life. And I think I was so lucky that it was yours because really, I was very impressed with how much effort you put in. The location super cool. The designers were really interesting. And the show also, even though it's quite long, I think it's always different angle. It's like a different line. So it was very exciting and we didn't want to leave, we didn't want it to stop. We thought it might get boring or something because it's our first experience, but it was really, really interesting and we stayed until the end.
Thank you.
I would love to hear more about, how did you come up with this idea? Why fashion?
Thank you. I'm very pleased that you liked the show. It was a lot of work behind this, so it's really good to hear that you liked it. So why fashion? Maybe I go back a little bit before the fashion. I founded Zurich Influencers, and that has a lot to do with marketing, content marketing, influencer marketing, and so on. And after Corona, we started doing as well fashion events, collaborating with different designers. Before that event where you went, we already did a few shows. And then slowly we realized that, yeah, we are working with different designers, but if we want to really make an impact in fashion, we have to come up with our own branded show. And that's why when I met our partner Katie from Kenu Boutique, she's herself a great designer based in Zurich. Then we created our own branded show. It's called Couture Fashion Night, or CFN, where you went. And there, what I see is that because of my marketing background with Zurich influencers, we already worked with a lot of fashion brands, and I know what they want, what kind of audience they want, what they're looking for, and so on. And I also know what they're missing. So they're very good, creative people, but to be also successful, you need to bring the marketing part, you need to bring the commercial part, you need to bring all the people together. And that is the part that where I think a lot of the designers are missing a little bit. So that's why we combined each other's strengths, I would say. And then we said, okay, we create our own fashion show brand, not just a different name every time, but one brand of fashion show and fashion event rather, which will be continuing year after year. And that's how the whole thing came up. We did our first show in 2024. Then in 2025, we did actually 2 shows. There was one in April and the one where we went in November. Mm-hmm. And it continues. We will do again this year. So it continues under the same brand name, Couture Fashion Night.
So cool. When is actually the next event?
Next one is on 17th of October.
Ah, all right.
In autumn again.
It's very close to my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Okay. It's going to be my birthday pre-party.
Yeah, why not? Yes.
We would love to also know a little bit more about your personal life. So I assume you have certain hobbies. Like how does your weekend look like when you don't build a business that is, the fashion show, or you're not doing Zurich influencers? What is your normal life?
Yeah, so I like to explore the nature in Switzerland, and I often go for jogging. If there are in the summer, there are a lot of races happening, like these half marathons in Zurich, Winter Tour, or other cities. I take part in them up to half marathon, not the full marathon yet. And then I also go for hikes in the winter, sometimes go for skiing or winter hikes and so on. So a lot of things with the nature. I really like it. We have a dog, so also play with him, spend some time with him, and so on. So and as well some cultural things. So in Zurich there are also a lot of highly cultural events happening, musical concerts, art exhibitions, and so on. So when possible, I also visit them. Yeah.
And are you at the moment in the relationship?
Yes, I'm married already for the last 7 years. So I live together with my wife and we have a dog.
And you would probably say you're happily married.
Yes. Yeah.
So we would love to actually receive, as you know, as I'm also much younger, it's always for me nice to get some wisdom and some insights on the relationship from the ones that have a successful relationship. So for example, I would love to know what is important for you in a relationship, or what do you think should people look for in the relationship, generally speaking?
In the relationship, it's always like business. It's also compromise and understanding and trust. So I think these things are very important, that both sides understand that in order to have it long term sustainable, uh, it will not be the same as if you are single. So if it is clear from both sides, and both sides are ready to do this compromise, then it is good. Then you enjoy, both of you enjoy together, and also you can trust each other. You have no issues, and so on. So yes, that's, I think, is the most important. And of course there will be some fights, some arguments, and this is normal. If two people live together or are together, it's impossible that they will not argue. So
Yeah.
but if you have the trust and if you have the confidence in each other, then you can solve these things. Yeah.
And if I may ask, which nationality is your wife?
So my wife is actually Russian, so there is also some
Oh, okay, that's funny.
also some cultural differences, but
Yeah.
even with that,
Tell
it's
us
possible.
more about it, like about the cultural differences. I mean, we are in Switzerland. She's from Russia. You're from India. Like, how do you? What is? Every culture, I think, it
Yes.
has a different approach on on
Yes.
relationships. So, how do you figure out what works for you guys?
That is only by trial and error. There is no formula to figure it out before. It's nobody can tell you this. But at the end, what I can say for sure is that you like somehow we come to some kind of compromise. Sometimes this or sometimes that. But I would say these cultural differences also enhance your experience, from because you see each other from the other side, and you understand, okay, this is not the same. It might be the same or it might be different, and that's also very good, I would say, compliment to each other. It's sometimes not easy, maybe sometimes difficult, but at the end, as I said, like deciding is the trust and a factor, and if you have this, then you can overcome this. So this is possible. Yeah.
And what do you think for you personally? What is a red flag into a relationship?
Red flag is, of course, breaking of the trust. So that
So, lying or
yeah, for example, if you say that, yeah, kind of lying, if you say that, okay, I am doing this, but instead of that you do something else, and that is really something that is, I would say, the red flag. You can discuss with the person, you can talk to them, but like if this kind of pattern is repeating, then that means it is not really a trustful relationship, or somebody is misusing or abusing the trust, I would say. Yeah.
All right. And what do you think, for example, flowers? If a man doesn't give you flowers, is it a red flag?
So that a woman can tell, but I think it's I mean, women really appreciate getting flowers. For as a man, of course, it's nice to give flowers, but I cannot judge from the women's perspective whether it's a red flag or not. But I think it's nice also as a man. You feel good that the woman is happy, and if your partner is happy, and that happiness also influences you in the same way. If she's angry or sad, that is also so it's better to keep the woman happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, right.
And what is like an absolute green flag for you, or like what you should look for in a partner, let's say?
I think, let's say, a green flag or some kind of real compatibility is that if she is with you in also difficult times, because if you are everything is working perfect, then everybody will be with you. So there is no question. But also when things do not go well and things are difficult, and if your partner is with you, trusting you and giving you support, emotional support and so on, that is something telling that yes, this is the person with whom you should spend the rest of your life, because that not everybody will do. I can say this. Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you're married.
Yeah.
When was the moment that you decided, okay, I would like to propose?
That was actually in 2009, it's a 2018-19. We were in India, in beach in Goa, and it was the New Year's Eve, and that time, there was some firework on the beach, and then I decided, this is the nice moment to say, and because before we were in a long-term relationship, and there was a lot of travel, and for maybe for 1 or 2 years it is okay, but it's very difficult to continue this for a long time. And as well, I found, okay, this is a right moment, and let's do it.
Cool. But yeah, you are right, because your story starts with Zurich influencers, actually. So you have to explain me a little bit. You were in finance. Why Zurich influencers community?
So I am in research, engineering, and sales. Basically now fully in sales.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a different, completely different area. But the whole Zurich influencer started as a hobby way back in 2018-19, and then we were just organizing meetups and just meetups once a month, and inviting content creators, influencers, and so on to just meet and share ideas. Nothing commercial, nothing with any fixed agenda, and every time just meet up. We were booking a co-working space and just having some drinks and discussing. What we saw is that slowly some companies also started to come to our events, and then they said that they have heard about Instagram, they have heard about social media, they know that from social media you can do marketing, you can get customers and so on. And that's how it really started, that okay, there is a chance that okay, we can really make it a bit more structured, and put a more in a more structured way. And that's how the Zurich influencers, this whole idea was born. And we started to work with brands, we started to work with influencers together, and we were this kind of in between the brands and the influencers. So when a brand is saying that okay, I would like to work with this content creator, influencer for their any kind of campaign, can be product, can be services, and can be anything, and we were matching them, and they were creating the content which was then shared across the platforms of brand and the influencer, as well as our Zurich influencers social media. So that's how the whole thing very organically came up. We did not have any business plan, or we did not look for big investors or anything. It just happened very organically.
Cool. And how long actually does it exist, the community?
We started in 2018 already. We started doing some events and so on. From 2019 we were more in a structured way, so it's already 7-8 years almost.
Oh wow. Wow, that's a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I think it's more or less started when I came to Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
But you did not know about it at that time.
No. I think I know about it actually maybe for 2 years, because I used to organize also events in Zurich.
Okay.
Yes, and we actually did even one collaboration was with Swiss Influencer Award.
Ah, okay.
It was a brand called Aya.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Nice.
I think we were looking for, of course, how to promote our event, and I found your account. And at the time, you also had like tag us, and we will tag you, or like we,
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
repost your content.
Yeah.
So actually, I think it helped quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
we promoted the events we did at the time, which was about 2 years ago.
Cool. Nice to know.
Yeah. Of course, fashion looks very glamorous from the outside. You know, it's beautiful outfits, you have beautiful models, everybody's happy, everybody's smiling. Is it actually like this? It seems so easy, to be honest.
Yeah, outside it looks very glamorous, very attractive, and everybody want to be there. But of course, behind the scenes, there is one thing, there is a lot of work, then there is a lot of competition. And also, I would say the competition is cutthroat, I must say. And the shows are mainly, I would say, PR for the brands, that they can use the pictures and the videos for to promote their labels, their collections. So these pictures go to magazines, then they go to their website, to their social media, and so on. So that is definitely serving their purpose and also bringing the glamour. So the glamour is there; it has to be there to attract the people. But behind the scenes, there is a lot of work, a lot of competition, some chaos, and at the end, I think one has to have the nerve to be there. It's not easy, not an easy field, and especially in a country like Switzerland, which is not a fashion country. It's not Paris, it's not Milan, it's not London or New York. It's a country where people are dressing either a very, very, how to say, business-like, or very sporty. So it's not very seldom there is something in between, like some new fashion and so on. It's even more difficult, but still it's fun. I would say that it's really fun to be in this industry, and to work with creative people, and to create something, and to present in a very beautiful way, which then lives in people's memories. Those who come and watch this, or those who are also involved, they think about it later, and then they talk to their friends and so on. So this is one of the main reasons why I am also involved, because it's very creative. So it's glamorous for sure, but also it's very creative, and that attracts me quite a lot.
So I would love to know so much about the backstage. How does it look like? Is it chaos? Is it organized? You know, do you have to sometimes maybe come up with solutions out of thin air? You know, like, are there any changes you need to implement? How does it look like, the fashion show backstage?
Yeah, so the backstage, it's a little bit chaotic, I must say. But that is not only for our show. I have seen shows from really big brands, and nowhere you will find like extremely organized backstage. Why? Because we are talking about humans, about people, and people who are getting dressed, getting their makeup, hair, and changing the outfit from one outfit to another within seconds. So there is a lot of work involved, and a lot of like, these things have to be done in a very short notice, quite fast, and so on. Plus, there is choreography, because all the beautiful models that you see walking on for the show, they get trained by a choreographer on how to walk, or exactly where to go, in which way to walk, and so on. So all these things are going on at the same time. So like the choreographer is telling the models how they should walk for this show. Then on the other side, the makeup and hairstylist, they are preparing the model. Then the designer and the stylist, they are fitting another model. So all these things are going on at the same time. Like at the same time, there are maybe 5 things happening. So and this is independent of the show. Any kind of show, you will have the same. So nevertheless, what the professional shows, they have really experienced people. So they do this in a very calm and a cool way, because you can understand the emotions are running also very high, and the trick is to be calm and to do this in a way that everything is working, and you still have a good show. So the public, the audience is not watching this. They should not see these things at the back, but at the end, what they see is a really beautiful walk and the models, the outfits, and so on. So yes, the backstage, I would say there is some pattern in the chaos, and professional good backstage managers and organizers, they know how to create this pattern. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. And who actually casts the models? How does that work?
Yeah, so because we work with really well-established designers who have a brand name either in Switzerland or internationally, we only work with professional models. So we do an open public casting, and there already we get some models, I would say quite a few models. And then on top of that, we also work with some professional model agencies, and they are giving us also some models, and some models the designers have direct contact, and they are like kind of their muse or so on. They are also there. So it's different channels, but all are very professional. So that's a must for our show. Yeah.
So cool. And would you say how many people are actually involved into organization of such event?
So the core team is only 2 of us, me and Katie. But when we do the event, then we of course we work with a choreographer, we work with a team of makeup and hairstylists. That is already 20 people plus choreographer, 22, 23 people. And then on top of that, we need for the technique, for photo, for the video and audio and the lights, we can say at least 5 more people. And then we need a media team, photography, videography, and so on, another 5-6 people. So around, I would say 30 to 35 people. Plus, we do have also a team of volunteers who are looking after the guests or looking after the models, or helping the designers a little bit, because there is a lot of stress at the backstage and so on. So again, like 10-15 people. So I would say it is the whole team working behind the scene is around 50. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 50 people.
50, yeah, around, maybe even more, but yeah, at least 50.
That's a lot to manage.
Yes, that's true.
Did you ever have to make spontaneous decisions? Like maybe something went completely wrong, somebody canceled, somebody didn't come, somebody made a mistake. Mm-hmm. Did you have such funny accidents? I would love to know more.
Yes, yeah, that is true. When so many people are involved, I mean, these things happen. It's normal. It does happen. So for example, with the technique, sometimes things go wrong. It did happen that, okay, let's say for one designer that a certain video should come in the screen, but instead of that video, another one came for the next. And then once we realize it is sometimes too late, so we let it run. The audience sometimes do not understand that, but we who really know what is going on, we do understand. So yeah, it can happen. It is because we are all humans, and when we are working with so many people, even though everybody has the best intention, it can happen, and we have to manage this no matter what.
Yeah, I think I would love to also hear a little bit more personal opinions from you. So, for example, what do you think would be your advice to, let's say, somebody who just came to Switzerland? Would you recommend to start your own business, or like, what did you learn from your experience building something new here? Especially, I think in social media, it's such a special environment, and I think in Switzerland sometimes it's not really appreciated.
Yeah. Yes. So if somebody comes, somebody is new here, of course, first of all, I would say to spend some time to understand how the country works and how the society works. Because Switzerland, even though it's in Europe, before I lived in Germany, and even though they speak the same language, it's very, very, very different from Germany. And so I think it's very important to understand how the country works, how the society works, before starting new businesses or social media and so on. Of course, it's language is important. It's good to have the language skills, or to learn the language, or to be able to communicate, to understand what is going on. Zurich is very international. English is very well spoken, but still German it's really good to have, to be at least to be able to understand. Then you see what is going on culturally. Business is hard, I must say. It's I don't want to demotivate anyone, but I would like to say that when you start something on your own, you should be prepared that you can lose everything, financially, emotionally, you can even lose friends. But if you are convinced that, okay, you are on the right path, then things will happen, things will change. And it's never like, I do not know, I know a lot of entrepreneurs, CEOs and people who build things on their own, but I do not know anyone who had it like really easy, that things just fell from the sky for them. That never happened. So I think if you are prepared that, okay, no matter what, I will stick to this, and the success will come. It's a path. It's a hard path sometimes, but if you stick to it, if you are hardworking, if you follow and you keep focused, and if you follow like that, if you are disciplined and so on, it will come. So I would say that one should be prepared that it's not an easy path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would also say personally from my experience that it's a roller coaster.
Yes.
And sometimes it's everything is doing great, but then next month nothing is happening, and then you're like, okay, how do I survive?
Yeah.
You know, how do I make it work in terms of finances, and if you have to pay somebody as well, it's so many responsibilities. So how do you actually handle the pressure?
You just do some meditation.
Really? So that's your advice?
Yeah, definitely it helps. So I personally, I also do, whenever too much stress, I go for a jog, or I also work out and so on. Definitely physical exercise and physically to do something, it helps a lot, because you get this oxytocin, and that really take away a lot of this stress. But on the other hand, yes, what I would also like to say is that if one thing is not working, maybe sometimes we have to think out of the box, because many times I think the ideas get very saturated. That, okay, you come here, or you start a business with a certain idea, but then you realize that no, this is not working. Even in a month or 2 months, it's not working. And if you still keep doing the same, maybe it will not work. So that's where sometimes some brainstorming with a colleague or with a mentor or somebody who understands the situation is also very helpful. And I do that as well with some colleagues. I have some really good mentors who are also very, very good entrepreneurs. And I just tell, okay, look, I am doing it, but I'm not getting result. Do you think I'm doing it in the right way? And I get also very good advice. I analyze and I see, okay, maybe I don't have to change completely, but I can do some changes and see how it works. So that kind of flexibility should be there when you are doing a business. I think sometimes the founders they have an idea and they have a lot of emotion with the idea, because ideas without the good implementation is really nothing. You can just trash it. It's really not bringing anything. There are so many millions of ideas floating in the air, but you have to bring the idea and have to really make a workable business model which should work not only today but tomorrow, day after tomorrow, over years. And that is not easy, but it's possible. It's doable.
You just mentioned that you have mentors. So if I may ask you, who are your mentors? Or I don't know if you want to say specific people or what they do, or how do you pick a mentor, or who do you ask for an advice?
Yes, so for mentors, I have a few. They are themselves successful entrepreneurs. They have built businesses, and or couple of them are CEOs for in some companies and so on. So I know them personally, and I pick them over some, let's say, I also see on social media there are many business coaches and so on whom I do not know personally. And I would always trust a person whom I know and I have seen that, okay, they have built a business and so on, because I know that this person is not, I would say, bullshitting me that this is works and not, or this does not work. I see that person has done something, has built something. So when he or she is giving me advice, I understand that this is something coming out of real experience. So for me, a good mentor is somebody who has really done it by himself or herself. So that's what I would say.
Would you recommend building a business with your friends?
I personally do not do it because I think friendship is very, very, very valuable for me. And in business, there are things, every business is a risk and things can go wrong. It is very rare that things do not go wrong. You can lose your patience, you can lose money, you can lose a lot of different things. So when you do business with your friends, these things can affect the friendship. So I personally do not do this. On the other hand, what happened is that the business partners with whom I started doing business, they become also friends. But there we have already the understanding that we are in the beginning like first business partners, and then the friendship is the next thing. So if that happens in that way, then it is okay from both sides, so we are aligned. But if you are friends for a long time and then suddenly you say, okay, let's do this business together, I think it is very risky.
So you wouldn't recommend?
I personally no. I would. I do not do it. I mean, if I do not do it myself, I cannot recommend as well.
I understand. And what is your opinion on Balenciaga shows? Have you ever watched one of those?
I did not watch live because for that you need to be one of their top clients and so on. I'm not there, but I watched them a live stream, and actually they are very creative. I must say they are really creative, And what I can say is that I was in Paris Fashion Week in March, and I watched quite a few of these big designer shows on live stream, because in Paris they show this live on in an opera. Yeah, they are a little bit crazy, but also very creative. And in fashion or in creativity, the crazy you are, the more you are remembered. And so I really like it. And that's why I also like to watch good designer shows, because yeah, when you watch them, they show how they imagine these outfits, or these models, or this whole aesthetics and so on. And it is inspirational for me. So I really like to watch them. Yeah.
Yes, it's actually one of my questions is how do you get inspiration? What do you search for? So you're looking at different shows or anything else that maybe, I don't know, different?
Yeah, so yeah, inspiration is something which is not normal, which is a bit out of the ordinary. And especially in the shows, I see how they are combining. On the one thing is the outfits of the models and the whole look, let's say, and the other thing is also the surrounding, what kind of setup they did, and so on. So it is the whole thing. It's not just the clothes or the accessories, but the whole thing, how the designer has created. It's very similar to, let's say, when you look at a painting from a famous artist, let's say Michelangelo, when he painted in the Sistine Chapel in Rome. So it's not just a painting, but how he created this, what came in his mind at that time, and how he showed, how he painted the dome, and how he did this, how he used the color, and how the colors will change with the lights from different angles and so on. So this whole thing is inspiration. And for me, it's really amazing to see how human minds imagines all these different elements coming to the brain, and then he's creating something out of this. So and that is what inspires me to see that, okay, one can be this creative. Yes, when it comes to fashion, going to not only the shows, but also some kind of trade shows, B2B events, where you meet some brands and some buyers and so on. So it's quite important to do it in a way that you are introduced to the right person, and people are there. They are willing to talk to you if you show them that you have some value. And that's something I would say, that it's at the end, business is a value exchange. You give me a value, I give you a value. It does not always have to be money or finance, but it can be a good value exchange. And then people are ready to work with you when they see that, yeah, it's a win-win for them. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing so much wisdom today. I definitely made a lot of conclusions for myself. And I really hope that your journey is useful for our listeners. And of course, we're always welcome you back here on this podcast with interesting questions. You can also ask us directly in the comments, and we're happy to answer you. And I think maybe you would like to invite all of our visitors to your fashion show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for your invitation. I also really enjoyed talking to you. Yes, definitely. We are going to do our next show, Couture Fashion Night, on the 17th of October. It will be at the Dollar Grand. It's one of the best hotels in Switzerland, in the ballroom. And there will be also showroom. So a lot of very good brands will present their collections. So yes, you are very welcome. We are still working on the final things, and soon our event page will be online. You can follow Zurich influencers, and you can follow Couture Fashion Night. Both are on Instagram, very easy to find. And yeah, would be happy to see you there. So, and thank you, Diana, for the time and the very nice talk.
Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Should I say something?
Do you want to?
No, it's fine.
If you want to repeat it again.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
You are okay. You are happy with
I
this.
think
Okay.
after
That's
4 times, I think there should be
Okay,
one.
that's good.
Otherwise, I will have to record it alone afterwards.
Yeah, that's
Please don't make me think of it like you can't with the deep. You talk to me dirty, I'm talking back like a replay.